Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. If you are a PowerToys user, then I have good news, because PowerToys version 37 is now rolling out. So this means we have gone from version 35 to 37 in this latest stable version of the PowerToys utility. Now, if you don't know what PowerToys is a free utility that is developed and maintained by Microsoft, which you can obviously download. And what it does is it gives you some extra options, functions, and utilities that you can use in Windows 10 that don't come standard in the Windows 10 operating system to basically increase your whole user experience in Windows 10. Now, if you'd like to get PowerToys, you can just do a search for GitHub, and in GitHub you can just search for PowerToys, and this will take you to the latest release, which is version 0.37.0, and then you can obviously just download it. And then once it's downloaded, when you open it, you will be greeted with the home page, which is a general section of just general settings. And then just to go through these quickly, you can run as administrator, which I like to leave on. I just find that always running as administrator just gives you some extra options. And then you have your themes. You can run it at startup. I always leave this off because I have no reason to run it at startup. And yeah, you can check for updates, and obviously we are up to date with version 37. And then you can download updates automatically, and I like to leave that on. And then yeah, you can see on the left all your different tools, as I mentioned, that don't come standard in Windows 10, and it just basically enhances your user experience. Two that I like to use personally, and I have mentioned this in the past, I like to use the File Explorer add-ons for your preview pane to view .svg and .md files, the previews. And I also like to use the image resizer, and I found this a very handy utility to use. And then there are a lot of others here which you can obviously turn them on or off. And if you don't use them, what I do recommend though is to leave the tools that you are not using off, as then obviously there are not those extra processes running in the background. But you can go through this, and some very handy features here, but I mainly use File Explorer add-ons and the image resizer. Now, basically in this release of PowerToys version 37, it is basically a bug fixing release, and it has some improvements which have been introduced. And some of these improvements have been small changes to some of the individual utilities. And it's also worth noting here that PowerToys now requires Windows 10 version 1903 or higher to run now. So this won't really affect too many people now, but just note that version 1903 or higher is now needed to use PowerToys. Now, as mentioned, there are no major changes in PowerToys 37, but some of these changes are handy. One or two of these are handy changes, and one of these is that now the fancy zones, there are changes to the keyboard shortcuts in fancy zones. And then another one worth mentioning is Power Rename. Now it gives you an option to have capitalization options in Power Rename. Now, this is the change log, and as you can see here, there are a lot of changes to the different tools, fancy zones, Power Rename, PowerToys Run, all the different tools, and there's too many to mention here. So what I will do, if you are interested, I will leave a link to this change log in the description box below, that you can go check out for yourself if you are interested. But I just wanted to let you know that PowerToys version 37 is now available, and as mentioned, it just gives you some extra tools and functions that you can use in the Windows 10 operating system. I hope you found this video useful. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.